Tax refund backlog. Welcome back, everyone. So happy to have you back for another breaking IRS news updates and alerts. We have lots of information to cover. We are going over the IRS Resolution Department as of the annual report issued to Congress. We are going to go over their findings. We also have the next expected direct deposit date shared. We are going to go over paper filing. Lots to cover, so make sure you're watching till the very end. This information can be found on irs.gov. Let's go ahead and begin with their findings in terms of the IRS Error Resolution Department. It states that during the 2021 filing season, the rate of returns sent to the Error Resolution Department was about 20% of the total returns filed. So this is why so many of you are still waiting on your 2022 tax refund and your returns are being manually reviewed. For example, the IRS received far more than 10 million returns where the taxpayer did not properly reconcile the first two rounds of economic impact payment they received during 2020 to the amount of the recovery rebate credit stated on your 2021 tax return. It states the IRS is anticipating that the error rates will continue to be above normal for the ERS Error Resolution Department processing through 2020. So they expect these cases or these returns to be sent to the Error Resolution Department for manual review due to the increase in errors currently through the year 2022. It states thus far the 2022 filing season, the IRS experienced roughly a 12% rate of returns sent to the Error Resolution Department. And to reduce the delays in refunds for taxpayers with errors, the IRS developed a new tool called the Fixers tool, which automate the resolution of several simple but common errors. So they created a tool called the Fixers tool that is helping resolve some of the returns that were sent to the Error Resolution Department that have simple but common errors, including errors made in reconciling the third economic impact payments and errors made in reconciling the ACTC credit on your 2021 returns. So that is why some people are getting their returns faster than others, because this Fixers tool that they are using to help with the amount of cases being sent to the Error Resolution Department is able to fix some of the errors, and therefore those people are getting their returns faster than some who are still waiting way beyond the 120 days. As of April 2022, the Fixers tool has significantly shortening the process and resolution times. The tool has resolved about 2/3 of the returns coming from the Error Resolution Department, minimizing human intervention for those returns and bringing returns in the Error Resolution Manual queue back to pre-pandemic levels. All right. It says for 2021, the Error Resolution Unit could process 100 returns per employee in a day. With the Fixers tool, they are up to 5,000 returns per employee are processed in one day. The returns that are resolved through the Fixers tool are now processed through the ER Resolution Department in a timely fashion, allowing the IRS to issue refunds within their standard 21 window day period, whereas the manual process in 2021 created delays of several months, it says here. So they are making some improvement with the amount of cases due to this new fixtures tool. So that explains why some people are getting their return faster than others. It depends on the errors. It depends on what kind of correction your tax return need. Moving on, here's an update on paper returns. Based on the report, the IRS they see close to 20 million individual returns on paper in a typical year, and the error rate for paper returns typically ranges between 40 to 50%. That is a high error rate because most paper returns have to be manually inputted into the system, which leaves a lot of room for error and delays. They are trying to change that process. It states here that they believe that getting a better understanding of the error rate and reasons that the paper or the taxpayers are choosing to file on paper will help them come up or open opportunities to increase filing, electronic filing. So they want to start to get more and more people to file electronically because paper returns creates massive delays and errors. As you can see by the chart here, paper returns file, paper returns whatever error rates, you can see how high that is. So going forward, they are trying to cut down the amount of paper returns and want to move people into filing electronically. Also, among the pool of paper filed individual returns, typically at least 50% have been prepared using commercial software. In many cases, these paper filing taxpayers attempted to file electronically, but their return was rejected because of errors. Though a taxpayer can often correct these errors and resubmit their return electronically, the following common categories of errors that currently require paper filing are: the taxpayer cannot remember their prior year adjusted gross income, which is required to validate your identity. A return has already been filed using the taxpayer identification number. A dependent has already been claimed on another tax return, or the taxpayer is missing a form that must be attached to the return. So these are the common categories of errors that currently require paper filing. Some of the other errors, you can correct it if the system rejects your electronic return. You can go back and correct certain errors and still continue to file electronically moving forward, so you don't have to file a paper return unless you fall under one of these categories here. It states that e-filing both federal and state returns together reduces tax preparation time and filing process time. So they are encouraging you to file both at the same time. File your state and your federal return at the same time. It cuts down the time and process, and you can get your refund quicker, and it also diminish entry and error calculations when you do so. It says avoid the extra manual paperwork and hassle of numerous mailings and processing delays. A reduction in the filing of paper returns at the federal level will result in a reduction in paper returns at the state level, because electronic returns are processed more quickly and efficiently. So they are encouraging you moving forward to do both at the same time. Also in the report, it states that getting a IP PIN number can also reduce your tax return from being delayed. Fewer returns need costly manual review. When you have your IP PIN, it is quicker return processing, quicker refunds, reduced call center volumes. Taxpayers are protected. Federal and state treasuries are also protected, and taxpayer confidence is increased. So if you do not have a PIN, they are encouraging you to get a PIN in order to move things quickly, because that means you're already verified, the system know you, and there's no delay there. Now, the next expected direct deposit date shared is July 8th and July 6th. So make sure you are checking your WMR in your IRS online transcript today for your IRS online transcript, and tomorrow your WMR for the mass update for your expected direct deposit date. Hopefully you will get an update finally so you can get your money July 8th or July 6th. Now let's recap on the IRS.gov website. It states when should you call the IRS in regards to your backlog refund. You should call if it has been 21 days or more since you e-file. It has been more than 6 weeks since you file your paper return. The Where Is My Refund says they cannot provide you any information at the moment over the phone. Then that's when you need to call the IRS in terms of your delayed return. It says they will contact you by mail if they need more information. Expect delays if you mail a paper return, and some tax returns take longer to process because of things like the recovery, rebate, credit need correction, child tax credit need correction, identity theft or fraud, earned income tax credit, or additional tax credit using the 2019 income that will also delay your return. Form 837, an injured spouse allocation, which can take up to 14 weeks, and it is taking more than 21 days to process these tax returns that need manual review that have been sent to the error department. It can take 90 to 120 days, and some taxpayers are stating they have been waiting more than 120 days. If that is the case, you need to get a tax advocate. Again, call the Taxpayer Advocate Service if you have been waiting 120 days or more at 1-877-777-4778, and especially if you are going through a hardship. All right, make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and come back for all of the breaking IRS news, tax refund update, backlog information. Everything you need to know will be shared timely right here. So hit that notification bell, and I will see every one of you again very, very soon. Bye-bye.